I just completely destroyed it. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be about the Wazoo Survival. Can you see that? Wazoo Survival Adventure Bracelet. It's a paracord bracelet that has like 16 different functions or more, and really cool. The folks at Wazoo Survival Gear, there's their logo again, were kind enough to send me this so I could show it to you. And they actually sent me two so I could show you how well one wears, and we could actually disassemble one and go over some of the components. It comes in a lot of different colors. They also have a lot of different style bracelets. This happens to be their most comprehensive one. So let me take you over to the old picnic tabletop. We'll take a look at this thing in a little closer detail, and then we will deconstruct it and see if we can do some of that survival bracelet stuff. Okay, so here I am with the Adventure Survival Bracelet. So what I thought I'd do is just go ahead and we'll take this thing apart and see what all it's got in it now. I have not done this before, so we're going to be doing it together. And first of all, I want to show you that it is just like it's got a lot of different stuff woven into it. So you can see it's got several ranger bands on it. There's a ranger band here, there's a little ranger band here around the compass, and there's a couple of ranger bands here around the buckle. First thing you'll notice is a little white blade sticking out of the buckle. That just comes out, and it is a couple of different versions. First, it's a little cutter blade, and it is, let's just see how sharp it is. Just cuts a piece of plastic here. Okay, well you can see that's just a little piece of plastic, but it cut it like butter. We'll take another look at that closer. The other thing you notice is buckles. This is the kind that's got a fire steel in the middle of it. So we're going to try that. Use a little pointer again. Let's try that. Don't want to cut my finger on this fire steel because it is very sharp. Okay, so once you get the coating off of it. Okay, so once you get the first thing pulled out and you kind of get them going, they'll start coming apart pretty easy, and basically you just kind of find where they follow through, like here, and just try to get you really close up where you can see here and just pull it through. And you start unweaving. You really have to unweave each end, each piece, and just continue going down the line until you've got all of them loose. Okay, once you get it unweaved, unwoven down to the compass housing, okay, and you slide the compass head completely off all your paracord, and you've also got some more stuff in the middle. You got to slide it all the way off of that too. Okay, well, let's see if I'm doing something wrong here. It has a straw. I just completely destroyed it pulling it out. So there's a straw in there, and instead of me trying to stretch it through here, if I'd have removed it properly we'd have a good straw in here with the ends. So okay, so I'm back home now, and I spent the week at summer camp. I was going to try to go ahead and do a whole lot of stuff with this survival kit bracelet. I've still got the original on my arm here. The summer camp, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a scoutmaster, and I just didn't have time. So anyway, between scoutmaster duties and you know, checking on my kids and spending some time with them, I didn't really have time to do this. Honestly, that's more important to me than making videos. So it was my 17-year-old's last year at camp, so I spent a lot of time with him. So, but I'm back home. We got a stump top here, and I thought I would go ahead and kind of show you. We'll take another look at these things. I kind of did a crazy look on the picnic table. We'll talk about a little bit more detail about some of these things and try to show you some use out of them. And I will point out again that, you know, bull in the china shop, I screwed up the straw. So we've got this surgical tubing here, and pretty good stuff. You could make a tourniquet out of that, slingshot, I'll make a spear gun or whatever. Came with a straw that I have trashed, because I'm bull in the china shop factor. It was sealed on both ends and had a lot of this little stuff in it, but so if I had not tried to pull it all out of there and actually taken the time to do it properly, then you'd have a good little straw here for sucking up water basically from small areas, or for, you know, maybe blowing on the coals on a fire. As it stands, I trashed it, but you wouldn't have to trash it. Don't forget it's got the whistle. So honestly, the whistle takes a little bit of effort, and it's not the greatest whistle in the world, I have to be honest, okay? It's just one of these little buckle whistles. But it's got the fire steel buckle. And we're gonna start a fire with this in just a minute. It's got little tinder packs, 2 of these that have antiseptic in them, and they're also, I guess, alcohol, something flammable. And they're sealed up inside of a piece of straw. A couple of fish hooks, a couple of safety pins, so you don't have to try to use safety pins for fish hooks. And then we got some paracord, and this is about, let's say 7 feet. I think it's probably closer to 8 feet of real paracord. We've got a compass here. On the back of this, there's a reflector, similar to like a bicycle reflector or something, so it's going to get people's attention if they're searching at night with lights. And then it also has a, on back of the buckle, more of another kind of mirror reflector. And the fishing lines are great, and this is a really good fishing line. And so we'll see if we can get this apart. And this is 30 feet, and it's sealed in the straw, which I demolished. A 50-pound test braided spectra line, so it's not junk, and that's something I did want to point out. I have to say that the, you know, for what you get and the amount of space that it takes up, they didn't go with cheap components. These are good stuff here. So, you know, for example, and I forgot to tell you, it's got 2 split shot with it. The safety pins are brass; they're not steel, so they're not going to rust. And this is Spectra line, so it's not some cheap off-brand, you know, fishing line. So what I thought I would do is just go ahead and kind of rig this up. I was going to try to catch a fish for you at summer camp, and like I say, I just ran out of time. And you know, trying to be a scoutmaster. So there we go. It's in there tight. So we got a little fisherman's knot here. You can see the effectiveness of this little ceramic blade here, because it's just absolutely cuts this really well. Then the split shot of the kind with the little wings on them, which you can take them on and off, so they're pretty decent. We can squeeze them with our fingers, I think. If not, you can use your teeth, which I do all the time. And I'm not dead yet, so it's probably okay. And you know, you got a fishing line with a bobber on it. I mean, with a weight on it, and 30 feet, so you could definitely cast that, and that would work pretty well. So I got to give them credit for that. This is not junk. Now, it took me about 5 minutes to unravel this thing, because A, I got it all raveled up, and B, you know, they got to have it pretty tightly wound to get it into the bracelet, core of the bracelet. So set that aside. Again, we've got 4 of the Ranger bands, and one thing that's really cool about Ranger bands is not only are they good for elastic and whatnot, if you want to make a slingshot, and first of all, don't misunderstand me, this bracelet, it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. It's even got a blade. I would highly recommend making sure you always have a good solid full tang knife on your belt anytime you're in the woods. I like this one. This is the Tahoma Field Knife by Tops from Andy Tran. It's Big Daddy. Anyway, the point being that even though this has got a lot of cool stuff, including even a little blade in it, it's really, I really highly recommend you make sure you have a some kind of sheath knife on you at all times. But what I would do with this is take the Ranger band, put them over the end here to secure your surgical tubing here. Same thing on the other one. Kind of do them like so. And it wouldn't hurt to cut a notch in there. Let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, we get it in there, and then you can kind of move it to where you want it. So basically, got like this. And I don't really know that, don't really have a pouch here for a rock, but you could cut a piece of your blue jeans or whatever to make a pouch. But I was going to show you another little possible. Okay, so possible use, if you don't have you can make a sling like so. Just a lot of uses for this thing. So surgical tubing again. It's got a very small tubing down the middle of it, so you're probably not going to drink much water out of it, but definitely is pretty handy to have. And just another use for the Ranger bands too. Yet another use for the Ranger bands is, we'll open this little fire starter. Okay, so we got it fluffed up really well. And let's see what we got. All right, so we got that going. Let's put the see if we can get that Ranger band burning. That will definitely extend it on out. And you can see it starting to burn now. So take a look at how long that burns, and you'll see that I think it'll be a viable fire starter. And we got some other shavings here that I had already prepared earlier. Get those on there and see if we can get us an actual little fire going. So this is why I recommend having a knife, because you're not really going to be able to make wood shavings and stuff with, I don't think, with a little knife that comes with it. So this is just another use for the Ranger band. It's a good fire extender. Now, the same thing could probably be done with the surgical tubing, but I wouldn't want to waste it for that. In addition to that, again, you've got 7-8 feet of 5-strand paracord. And just to show you that it is actual paracord, we'll just cut a piece of this off. So we got actual 7-strand paracord, you can see. Again, you can take that out and have smaller cords. You can use it for the paracord. It's 550 cord. Safety pins are always good to have for repairing gear and for repairing clothes or whatever. Okay, I've got my trusty Sunto MC2 right here, which I have a lot of confidence in, and no metal hanging around. So we're looking at north is that direction. And we'll take a look at the compass that comes with this, give it a chance to settle out, and hope you can see that it's pointing towards north, the correct north. So there you go. I mean, it's not a lot to it, just to make sure the compass actually works and is correct. So, and just to notice if you turn it around, whatever, it's going to wind up pointing back towards north again. Okay, so I've got the mirror here. I'm going to try to aim it at the camera lens, if you can see that. All right, so hope you can see that. It seems to be doing pretty well, to be honest with you. I flashed myself in the eyes a couple of times and it was pretty bright. Okay, just a couple more things about the Wazoo Adventure Bracelet. Not only are the components first class, but the workmanship is also first class. These things are handcrafted in the USA, and they just do a great job. So anyway, if you're looking for a really high quality survival bracelet that you can wear, just have with you at all times, it goes away, you just forget you got it on, but you can have the peace of mind knowing that you've got some pretty important essentials that'll see you through if you do get stuck in a bad situation. And I urge you to go check out the folks at Wazoo Survival Gear. I like to support small USA local companies. They're definitely handcrafted in the USA again. First quality materials, first quality craftsmanship, plus they're just cool. Okay, so once again, that's the Adventure Bracelet from the folks at Wazoo Survival Gear. Thanks again to them for being kind enough to send me not one, but two, so I can show them to you and tear one apart like a bull in a china shop. This is their top of the line model. They have several different versions available, lots of different colors, several different styles. The biggest thing that I'm impressed about is everything they use in here is top quality. There's not any junk, no off-brand, stuff that's just put in here to say they've got it. Just a really nice, comprehensive little kit you can wear around your arm. It's got pretty much everything that some of the smaller Altoid 10 survival style kits have got. Again, my personal opinion is you need more than this to survive, but this is definitely something you just wear on your wrist. It takes up no room. Make sure you got a good knife, and I would say, try to have a good metal stainless steel water bottle. If you got those things in this, I think you got enough. You could probably get by if you had to. So thanks to them again for sending this to me. Go over and check them out and tell them thanks. Tell them you saw it here on Survival on Purpose. I'd really appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for your subscribing, for clicking that like button, for sharing it with your friends. Thanks for watching the ads and for clicking the Amazon links. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.